Good almost evening, everybody. Episode 26, No Limits, Mike and Stace, Unapologetically Unfiltered. We are late.
Yeah.
Sunday. It's Sunday pre-evening.
Yeah. Usually we are here either Friday or Saturday, but didn't work out this weekend.
By the time we're done, it'll be evening.
Yeah.
I think we figured out the mystery of the microphones. Seemed to be no static last time, so we just have to hold them.
Yeah. I think I want like a little, you know how was it The Price is Right or one of those game shows where he had like a long stick? Like a microphone. I want a long microphone stick. Yeah.
You want a long stick?
Yeah. That way I can be like, all serious.
Okay.
Oh, so funny. All right.
So.
Enough joking around.
Okay. So we're sitting here. We're indoors. I can't believe we're indoors.
I'm about to cry.
During our podcast, but it's raining. It has been raining for a couple of days now. Well, I mean, it was just off and on raining.
Yeah, intermittent.
Yesterday, but today it's been raining pretty good most of the day.
Yeah.
Remnants of Helene.
Yeah.
People down south got freaking hammered.
Yes. Prayers to everyone in the south.
Yeah, it's. I think on the bottom of the news, it was scrolling. It said for the Carolinas, it was described as a biblical disaster.
Perhaps God is trying to say something.
It's very bad, very bad.
Yeah.
So hopefully that they can recover. I know some people, a lot of people are still without power.
Yeah.
So hopefully they can get power. I know from the Pittsburgh area. All of Pennsylvania, actually, and Ohio that I know of, sent workers down to help. So hopefully, they can get power restored and start rebuilding.
Yeah.
That's really all that they can do. So.
Yeah, Mother Nature is angry.
Yes. So.
Definitely makes me rethink wanting to move to Florida. Although, I'd still like to just try it out.
So,
anywho,
a couple days ago, Vice President candidate Senator J.D. Vance decided to come to the Burgh.
Mm-hmm.
It was yesterday. He was in Monroeville, at the convention center.
Okay.
I don't know if this was before or after. To be honest, I guess I didn't see that part if it was before or after. But he went to Primantis Brothers. So anybody that's not familiar with Pittsburgh, Primantis Brothers is a Pittsburgh staple. There's 4 or 5 locations. There may even be more than that now, but there's 4 or 5 that I know of. And they use big, thick Italian bread. It's Mancini's bread. If Mancini's bread will mean nothing to you if you're not from Pittsburgh. So it's big, thick Italian bread. Then they put whatever meat you like the ham and cheese.
Yes.
And then they use vinegar-based coleslaw that they put on there, and then fresh-cut French fries. They put it all on one sandwich. So it was created. I thought I heard it was created for the mill workers.
So they could grab something quickly on the go.
So Primantis Brothers, true Pittsburgh staple.
You ever been in the area? You got to try one.
Yeah.
Sounds odd. It's not. It's really good.
It is.
Like for us, it's not because we've known it our whole lives. But yeah, it's good.
Several weeks ago, UG, the Ugandan giant.
Yep.
She came and she went to Primantis Brothers as well, the one in Moon Township. So, oddly enough, 2 different experiences that we heard and saw, play on TV. Now, before we get into any of this, we are Republicans. We are voting Republicans. We're still going to Primantis Brothers.
Yeah. Right.
Not every fucking thing needs to be politicized.
Right.
This was not political. So people, calling to boycott Primantis Brothers and all the shit that they're saying online, this wasn't political.
No.
I can't believe I'm going to say this, but UG actually handled it correctly. They gave Primantis Brothers a heads up that they were coming.
Mm-hmm.
There's rumors that, it was all staged, with actors and all that. Maybe, I don't know. I don't really care. But when you're going to a local business and you have Secret Service that are walking in there with guns,
yeah, I
and
mean,
earpieces,
we watched a little bit, and it was just kind of like they came barreling in like they were taking over the place.
Right, and they essentially that's what Secret Service does. Give them fuckers a heads up.
Mm-hmm. Let them get prepared for you. I mean, geez.
Yeah, apparently, from what you had read or heard, some of the patrons got wind that he was planning on stopping there. But that doesn't mean that Primantis Brothers themselves knew, and obviously the woman manager that was there didn't.
Well, the restaurant says it all comes down to momentary confusion for members of their staff, adding they were given no advance notice Vance would be coming. I mean, if they didn't know, and I'm sure that that's a lot of people, and it's game day as well. So the Steelers are playing today.
Well, this was yesterday.
Oh, this was yesterday. Okay.
So there was college football going on.
Oh, so there was still football going on. There were a lot of people. We saw the video.
Yeah.
So my mistake. But yes, there were a lot of people already there. And then for them to come barreling in and, I don't know. It says that there were about 100 Trump supporters inside the restaurant who had been tipped off that Vance would make a stop there. And that they had arrived an hour early.
Well, and here's the thing. If I was the manager of Primantis Brothers and they showed up unannounced like that, guess what? I wouldn't let them in. Mm-hmm. Because you don't know all your customers that are in there. Are you going to alienate any customers that are in there at that point in time because they are not Republicans, or they don't want to be part of it. Mm-hmm. So, at least if you give a heads up, you can let people know, hey, look.
Would you prefer to be maybe sat someplace different, or maybe just not stop in today?
Exactly.
Get it to go.
I don't really have a problem with them saying no, because, he didn't give a heads up. I think, I come down on him an awful lot because I fucking don't like him. Mm-hmm. I think Trump made a mistake by choosing J.D. Vance because he's a mouth runner. Trump's a mouth runner, and so is he. You can't have two fucking mouth runners.
Right.
I don't like him, but he handled it very well. Mm-hmm. He still, no ill will towards the establishment. Once they got it all straightened out, he was able to do his thing. He paid for meals and gave tips and threw in the no tax on tips.
Right.
But he was outside shaking hands, and I guess he was able to go in after they cleared everything up. But everything that we're seeing online, like I said, calling for the boycotts and say, well, Kamala, she got to go, yeah, she gave a heads up. This isn't political, people. Not everything is political.
Right. It certainly wasn't. And so I'm going to quote somebody here. It says, look, I think what happened is she, the manager, just freaked out a little bit because there were a lot of people and she didn't want to make her restaurant part of a campaign stop. And then it said, Vance said in a video that Logue shared, it's all right. Don't hold it against her. She just got a little nervous. It's a great local business. Let's keep supporting it.
There you go.
Vance is a true gentleman, and he was being very nice and very gracious, and he was being magnanimous Yep.
And you read a shit ton, and you can't pronounce that word.
Well, whatever. And he didn't want to cause any
Magnanimous.
there you go. I'm thinking something else. And he didn't want to cause any other
I had
problems.
to get my glasses on just so I could see it. That's...
I'm being honest with you. I'm telling you that the way Primantis brothers treated me and the other Republicans is absolutely unacceptable. And nowhere in their statement is an apology. This is from one of the patrons that was in there. So, I mean, I guess it's all in how you look at it, how it was perceived. Do I feel like he should have called in advance? Yes. This was actually ahead of his event in Monroeville, so it was prior.
So it was before he went to Monroeville. I was wondering why he went to that one instead of the Monroeville one.
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but maybe that was the way that they had come in and the route that they were taking or whatnot.
Maybe.
But essentially what it boils down to is, from the things that I'm seeing and whatnot, is the Primantis brothers didn't want a campaign event.
Yeah, I think...
Essentially, it was the bottom line is what I'm actually seeing.
Yeah. They took a lot of heat from the other one, too. From having UG come in. So, look, if you're going to visit a small business, you got to give them a heads up. When you have Secret Service coming in to take over the location first, because that's what they're supposed to do. I mean, they...
Well, and especially...
Not to dog on them, but...
And especially here.
Yes.
Little old town Pennsylvania. I mean...
It's less than an hour from Butler. Where...
Yeah, Trumpy was...
Were shot. So, I mean... You got to give a heads up. So I don't have a problem, with the manager did. Got straightened out, but again, it wasn't political. You can't have anybody coming in and disrupting your business.
Right, especially with And somebody had said, what if, like a whole bus rolls in? What are you supposed to do? I'm assuming when those buses roll in, they also do call in advance and say, hey.
Yes, they do.
They don't just roll in.
Yeah, they have a whole plan.
Like where they're going to stop. The place is prepared.
Yep. Yeah, so they'll reserve enough tables for the people. Yeah, they have a whole agenda. Of where they're going to go, and everybody is kept in the loop, so that everybody knows.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody can sneeze wrong, and somebody will say it's fucking political.
Yeah. Well, this will honestly, and it causes such confusion, right? Because I don't really care about this. I could give two shits less. But of course, you get on Facebook and you start scrolling and then you see something about it. And of course, we all know I love to go to the comments. And I start reading the comments and I'm like, what happened? Well, then I start going down the rabbit hole and reading different articles and whatnot. And actually what happened is that nowhere near what is being shared and said what happened. And that is where all this misinformation comes into play. But people believe they're so naive and don't want to do the research. Go down the rabbit hole, people. If you're questioning it and you don't understand, look it up.
Yeah, and if you want to dog on, excuse me, if you want to dog on Primantis Brothers, here's why you dog on Primantis Brothers. Because
I'm waiting.
The past 2 times that we've gone there, so go back to 2 times ago that we went there. They had a special. There was I believe a pirate game on.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was so nice.
So they had a special. You can get a pitcher of beer for...
Oh, it was inexpensive.
It's like $5 or something that. So as we've stated numerous times, we were Gen X, we drink.
Yeah.
So
we don't need no safe space. Just give me a beer.
I got a picture of Yingling. You got a picture of Miller Lite. Life was good.
Life was good.
So now So that was a great experience. Our server that time, she was great.
She's awesome, yeah.
So we go back to the same location, which happens to be the Monroe one.
Yep.
And it happened to be a Pirate game on.
Mm-hmm.
So we're getting 2 pictures.
Yeah.
You can't have 2 pictures. You can't have 2 pictures on your table at the same time. All of a sudden. I don't know why.
Yeah, because
that was the rule.
Yeah, so dumb.
Because there were only 2 of us. We couldn't have each have our own picture.
Mm-hmm. And she didn't even ask which one would we prefer to have.
Yeah, she just brought the Yingling out.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck?
I don't know.
We haven't been back since, but that doesn't mean we're not going to go to Primantis Brothers. And
that has
this whole incident. We're still going to go to Primantis Brothers. Hopefully, we'll be able to get our 2 pictures of beer.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll have to sit at another table.
Order my beer and then I'll come back and join you.
Yeah.
I'll be like, hey.
Hey, I know you.
Yeah, I'm just going to sit with him, but keep the beer coming.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But you can't be easily influenced by one thing that you saw or read.
No.
Because to be honest with you, the majority of the things that we're seeing or reading for the first time is not the case. It's not factual.
I think people's, opinions, anger, all of that is just so heightened right now because so much shit is on TV. Mm-hmm. Every set of commercials, there's at least half of those set of commercials political.
You can't get away from it. You can't get away. It's on there. It's on the radio. It's on Facebook. It's on everywhere. You cannot. It's on even the news that we each read. We can't get away from it. I can't wait from November 5th.
You try and watch a YouTube video, and they'll play an ad.
No,
it's fucking political.
Oh, I know, because whenever I'm right in the middle of a workout, there it comes, and I'm like, it is 5:45 a.m. Can we please not right now?
Speaking of 5:45 a.m., I was sitting here one morning. It was 6:37, and I got a text message.
Mm-hmm.
I assumed it was somebody calling off work.
Mm-hmm.
So I look.
It was from somebody's. It was for a campaign one.
Yes, it was a campaign one, a Republican campaign one, trashing Ugandan giant.
Mm.
I was pissed. 6:37 in the fucking morning.
Right.
You're going to text me at 6:37? Oh yeah, I've been up for 2 hours and 7 minutes because I'm up at 4:30 during the week. You don't fucking know that.
No, and I don't even read them, to be honest with you. If it's for Trumpy, if it's for her, I don't even read it. I just delete and report junk.
Oh,
I don't need that.
I actually replied to this one. I motherfucked them left and right.
That's fabulous.
And then I blocked them.
We should be plugging our...
What the fuck, man?
Plugging our podcast there. Be like, do you really... I'm not going to click your link for your poll, but if you really want to know how we feel, why don't you click my link?
Yeah. Oh, I should reply with.
You should click this link, and then you will know our political stance and what our point of view is.
And then you will quit bugging me.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, reply back.
Reply back with a link to our podcast.
Listen to our No Limits podcast.
Yep. So.
But maybe we should reply when you get up at 4:30.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And a very good morning to you, sir or madam. Whoever's getting this text message at 4:30 a.m.
Hey.
Assholes.
Exactly.
And I mean, how many people are actually swayed? This is another question. How many people are actually swayed by commercials or text messages? Like, I really would hope if you're making this large of a decision, that is this heavy, that you don't just make your choice on a commercial that you've seen or a text message that you received. I really would hope that you're taking this decision very seriously and understanding the consequences of what actually happens either way.
I agree. Nicely said.
Thank you. Why?
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. So I knew, that this topic, was going to be one of our shorter ones.
Mm-hmm.
But, since, they both happen to be, in the Burgh within the past couple of weeks, and there's all this uproar about Vance coming over and Primantis brothers and boycotting Primantis brothers and all this other shit. We wanted to, get out here and talk about it real quick and tell people don't boycott Primantis brothers.
Right.
Go there. And this is coming from two Republicans that are voting for Trump.
Right.
In November. So, go there. It wasn't political.
And there was, there's always, typically when something like this happens, there's always a whole story behind it. You're just seeing the tip of the iceberg.
Yep.
So, yeah.
But,
okay.
that's really all I've got to say about that.
It really is. But,
But don't forget, we're out there on social media.
Yeah.
No Limits Mike and Stace on Facebook.
Share with your friends.
X, formerly known as Twitter.
Follow us, like us.
I'm getting kind of fed up with the whole X thing though.
Mm-hmm.
It's very. It's
you
not
gotta
good.
you got to keep up with it, and it's a lot. I don't know. It's just too much negativity.
Yeah, and I don't have that big of a commitment to my phone to keep up with it all the time.
Is that a personal attack
No,
towards
it's
myself?
not a personal attack towards you. I'm just telling you.
No, I know you really don't. I'm definitely on my phone way more.
So
yeah.
So give us a like, follow.
Yeah.
We'll get this posted here shortly. And as I said, it is now evening. So have a good evening, everyone.
Monday is here, but have a good evening and have a good week. And on that note,
Mike and Stace signing off.
bye.